Arbor?
Hmm? Uh,
Question.
Hi.
Do you have something to do with a pink ball flowing around?
What? No. I mean, I haven't made any pink. Is it like a little light?
Yeah. It's a weird pink glowing ball.
What are you, hmm? Are you looking at, what the?
I was.
Uh, yeah, no, that's not me. I was just relaxing. Why is something glowing? Oh,
I don't know. I saw it briefly in the main room earlier, and I thought, oh, that must be someone else. And then,
nobody else is messing around with magic, right?
I haven't seen anyone else on the station.
Should we follow it or check it out? What?
I don't know. I'm
Oh,
not a specialist on these things. That's what I mean. That's what I've been seeing.
yeah. I mean, it looks sort of like the ones in here. Normally, it's just really bright.
Yeah, but those things don't leave the garden, and that thing's been all over the cathedral.
Good point. Okay.
Yeah, this is the worst times I don't have my guns on. I'll just make pew pew noises at it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, humor is my coping mechanism.
Yeah. No, I get it. Hello? Oh, the light has died down. Okay.
I'll be honest, because it was either you or Hybris, because that's the only other people that I can think of doing pink stuff.
I mean, I guess my stuff's pink. I mean, I'm pink, but that doesn't necessarily mean.
Exactly.
Where did it go?
Oh, it's over there!
What? What the fuck? I mean, is it causing problems?
Does that happen, Locke?
Maybe? I'm not quite
That
sure who
looks
that
like
is.
him.
He is just strutting his stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Greetings.
Hi.
Hi.
Evan, do you know what that is?
Don't say a tree.
Unit Eben sees plant.
Behind the tree.
Anomaly detected.
You
There
can
we
see
go.
that again.
The bright glowing pink golfball.
If he gets hurt or broken, are we in trouble?
That is a very
Because I
fair
don't know how to
point.
fix
I do
him. Do
not
you know how to fix? I don't know how to fix robot
I
people.
don't know his. I don't. I know how to fix robot people, but I don't know how to fix him.
Oh boy. Should we? Yeah. Let's, Ooh. Okay.
Anomaly appears to be as if it does not exist, yet also exists.
I mean, it doesn't
That's
seem
anomaly.
dangerous, I guess.
Detecting nothing from anomaly.
Oh.
Should Unit Eben report on anomaly within the garden?
Maybe. I don't know if it's magic or
Maybe?
if it's a something. I mean, it seems to be moving with purpose, but oh.
Seems attracted to open hands.
Yeah, I ain't trying that myself.
I mean,
Would Unit Bell
Yeah,
like
I know,
any food
no,
or
I
beverage
don't-
at this time?
no.
I'm good, thank you. I just ate.
Understood.
You know, this is my problem. I don't understand magic well enough, so I have no idea what this is.
Don't
mean,
look at me when it comes.
I mean,
to
I guess it
magic.
reminds me of like a wisp of some sort.
Unit Eben cannot use magic, therefore does not understand magic either within database.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't need to use it to be able to understand it.
Yeah. I've seen stuff like this before, but not quite like this, I guess.
Analysis similar to
I'm just
floating
wondering how it got
wisps
here.
around the cathedral.
I mean, maybe it is one of these wisps things, but it's kind of just a different version of them. Maybe it's something that Hypers is experimenting on.
Maybe.
Possibility.
No? I guess that means no. And that means yes. Okay,
Wait,
I
does
can
it?
communicate with us?
Oh. So wait, it's communicating? Up and down, okay. And then left and right for no? Okay, so it understands us and it's... Okay. Yes or no questions?
Oh boy, my favorite.
Yeah. I don't know.
Are you here because of one of the people living on the station?
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe someone cast
Did
a spell?
someone make you?
Maybe this is Sock's doing.
Perhaps.
Oh, no. Oh, okay.
No,
No.
not so.
Not Sock. Who messes with...
Did someone on the station make you?
No.
Oh.
Were they...
Then how did it get on the station?
I don't really have an explanation for this one.
Are you here because of her?
Wait, what?
I guess you made a new friend.
I guess. I don't know. I don't know who or what this is. Willow. Oh, was that a no? Okay, that was a no. Okay. That is a
Reporting findings.
triangle? Yeah, I mean, it looked like a triangle. Yes, it was a triangle. Give me that on this. There's only like maybe 4 people who might ever, contact me, and only maybe 1 or 2 of them would ever contact me this way. Are you from my dad? Gotcha, and that would explain the triangle, because that specific shape. 2 triangles side by side and then 1 on top. Yep, that's my dad. Does he need something? Is everything okay? Everything's okay? Or does he, or was that to the first? I asked 2 questions. I've made this complicated. Does he need something? No. Is he okay? Oh, that's good to hear.
Updating findings.
I'm assuming then that
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that your dad can't use technology, because otherwise most people will just send a text message.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like kind of where he works is kind of, really far away, and I'm pretty sure cell signal doesn't reach. Why are you here? Okay, maybe don't do that again.
Well, I'll leave you with that. I'm gonna go make myself another sandwich. Good luck with whatever that is from your dad.
Thanks! Oh. Okay, so I guess we're gonna keep playing 20 questions. Were you just sent here to, I don't know, check on me? That was kind of a circle. No? Yes? Yes, you were here to check on me? No? Maybe? Infinity symbol? Okay. Okay, you are all over the place. Okay. Well, I'm okay. I'm doing all right. Hanging in there, Oh. Okay. Bye?
Analysis. Wisp hasn't left.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, you're very observant. Oh.
Thank you. Analysis. It appears it may want you to follow.
Okay. Okay.
Wisp appears to be moving throughout the cathedral.
See, normally he would just speak in my head, but I guess today's an exception, or he's feeling, I don't know, something. Oh, I don't see it. Didn't already get to the other end, did it? Ooh, okay. Oh wow, you stop on a dime. You must not be very heavy. Okay.
Smaller chassis is lighter than tank chassis.
Yeah. Okay. Oh.
Hey, Arbor.
Hi.
How's it going?
Greetings.
Nothing's on fire, so it's good.
It's a good start to the day. When
Yeah.
I wake up and things in the house are not on fire, it's good. It's good.
Yeah, you know me.
Mm.
Oh, sorry.
Analysis.
Lady Crow. Wait, why is... Okay, never mind. Maybe something is on fire. Why is she in the med... And he's got his shirt off. Great. Just great. What is...
Piss off the medic.
Hi.
Oh, look at the time. I'm no longer in her med bay.
Uh,
Hi, Arbor.
I don't know. They came back bloody and beaten.
I am fine. I'm a little but broken and bruised. So no, please don't. No.
Shut.
Stay.
I'm a dog. What the fuck?
Well, considering how
BB,
much
do you need
time
help?
People actually trying to. She has burns because this one's holy and divine. If you could look at her, that'd be great.
Why
I'm
were you
15
using
years old.
divine stuff on her?
Because I was
wait,
using
why were you-
necromancy on him.
What? Why?
We were sparring, okay? We haven't sparred in a while. Like, we haven't gone all out on each other in a while.
Things that can kill both of you. That's kind of the question here.
Well, we both used things that were equally gonna kill us. We pulled our punches enough. We're not dead.
Doesn't make it better.
It
No.
doesn't make it
I mean,
better.
look,
The fact
he
that you are
didn't,
still
like,
here.
banish me to hell. I didn't send him to the Shadowfell. We're fine.
I was about to say
Hey
shut
again, by the way.
You are making
Shadowfell.
excuses.
I
Hi there.
swear to-
Out of treatment, so I don't want to hear it.
just pulling Exodia on him. Is that what it is?
I swear, I'm gonna beat your ass, Val.
Do you
I don't know Yu-Gi-Oh.
know her? Do you know? Were you there when they were fighting?
No, I was not.
Oh, no,
I
it
was
was-
in the
it was just
kitchen.
me and him. Oh, that's fine. Don't
I
worry
was
about it.
in the kitchen when they came in. I gave them some health potions just to try to.
Titty potion.
What?
They're not titty potions.
I'm calling that forever. You can't stop me from calling it that. When you pull it out your titties.
I have a bag of holding that I keep here, and I have a couple healing potions in there.
I feel like I should try that sometime. Nice to meet you, by the way.
Yeah. I think I should invest in
Miss
Crystal,
I'm not.
Crystal, I'm Arbor. It is nice to meet you.
nice to.
Or wait, you're the one from the.
Oh,
Oh.
It's mean.
Okay, so we just haven't met. That's right. You're the new one, or
Is it a
not the new
flat
one.
joke?
The one I haven't met yet, but you're back from a Fey Forest,
Oh,
something
you're
along
not
the
a
lines.
joke.
But
Because it might
I
be incriminating.
I mean, she's okay.
I'm not sure if it's just my memory skipping or if I have met you
It's
before.
probably
because I
mine.
do.
Long story.
I-
Sorry. I'll explain in just a bit.
Said worse in his
BB, is everything okay? Is he? Should I
It's-
let them
I
suffer their
treated him.
wounds for being?
No.
Okay.
No. They're stupid, but we got a job.
Yeah, I know. But sometimes you need to let them
Wait, what?
suffer their.
Wait, I don't even see her. Wait, I don't see her.
Have you already used the medicated stuff on her?
No,
I
not
had
yet. I
painkillers.
hadn't gotten to the point because he started undressing.
Oh, we have
first.
better than painkillers, Percy.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what? Drugs?
I could have.
I mean, it is technically medicated, but no, it's a balm that you put on burns that helps it, not hurt so bad, and show me all the burns.
No.
Well, then there's nothing
And you're gonna help me do this
Okay,
because
fine.
obviously I only have one hand.
Oh.
Yeah, give me a sec. Let me put my cell phone away.
You feel like you're almost there, but it's not.
Okay, there we go. Hold on. Okay, I just need to take that off.
Okay.
Pull up the top, and you're gonna see on her stomach. There's two basically handprints of burns.
Okay, hold the jar.
Burn-up pattern. Not like. Okay, jar, holding jar.
Okay, yeah, because okay. So if we were to amputate it and you had the pain,
Ooh, that's
and
close.
itch, you wouldn't be able to scratch it.
Basically, we're just gonna. Yep, that's the goal. It's gonna help cool it down, and hopefully help the skin regrow.
Arbor?
Hi.
Hmm.
Okay. Any other burn spots?
Who the fuck is that? Oh shit, it's you. Hi.
Hey, Dad.
Wait.
I'll give you a moment.
Wait,
or I'll
wait,
get to you in a.
what?
Hi.
Wait, what?
Continue with what you're doing.
Okay.
You're fine.
Dad?
Remember that.
Yeah, that's my dad.
Yeah, I do
I don't.
remember.
I mean,
That's your dad.
I guess the hair.
I mean, that's what the story was.
Uh,
Oh, no,
adopted.
The eyes are. Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Adopted. Yeah.
I'm still moving a little.
Anyways, other burns. Shoulders, neck, arms.
Just little light ones, but not too bad. They're not bad. What?
She's there. and
We're just
she's
gonna-
the reason I'm like this.
Oh.
We've gone over this
And just
before.
there, some there. You know.
It was on purpose. It
Sparring.
was a spar.
It's genuinely just a thing I
Maybe
don't think
a bit
anyone
too
else
hard.
understands.
Ah, for kicking each other's
No.
ass.
We went about
There you
as-
go.
as hard as both of us.
If you want some more of this, just, I don't know, come find me or maybe BB or any of the other medical staff and we can help you reapply some more. It'll help with the burns and help you
Cool,
recover maybe just a
thanks.
little bit faster.
Except you're both
Because
hurt.
burns, I'm sure,
You were
suck.
sparring. Who was
Can you hold the
medical on
jar
duty
for a
at the
moment?
time?
Yeah, I got the jar.
Yep,
Sure.
thank you.
Medical and her shadows were hers.
You know,
Contingencies.
it is really hard to put lids back
Yeah.
on jars,
Sure that counts.
oddly enough.
You know why?
You
Because
telling me I can't
if
have
she
faith
gets
in
Okay.
patron?
You look
That's
worse,
correct.
Trevor.
They were both.
I've had worse. I've had actually people try to kill me. This was just for
They're already
fun.
watching over you all the time, aren't
Mm.
they?
Actually, in your place specifically, they were trying
And
to
if
kill
I
me,
get
so
in
you
a
know.
critical injury,
That is quite common where I live.
bring me into the ground.
Yeah, I bet.
Which she
Mhm.
did.
Were they
Well,
here when you came
I
in?
guess.
Critical,
I
but
don't
she
know.
still did it anyways just to be safe.
Is it?
Happens.
You
Yes,
still
it's
shouldn't
common.
have two.
How?
Like I checked the med.
But yeah, and this is my dad.
So sorry.
Yeah.
Before I went to
No,
the garden.
I-
There was no.
So,
So unless they came in.
Look, you can give me a
Downtown's not
stab.
here, by
There's
the
no
way.
lasting damage. I just have superficial wounds.
That's a shame.
and I'm really
I came for her though.
Oh, yeah, alright. Okay, have fun.
Yeah, screw Kanton.
For beverage at this time.
hey!
It's stingy.
Chips.
Pickle
Not that I would know.
I mean, yes, he does.
Fucker ran out
But
before I
also,
finished
fuck you, he's my uncle.
Into the ground
data.
is like hundreds of
to come back
thousands
here
of
so I can
miles
finish
away.
this
Your
I feel like
lineage is
that's
strange.
not a. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's if I'm on
Yeah, we are.
planet. If I'm up here, I just get encased in
Anyways,
stone.
So what was up with the wispy thing? I was a little taken aback by that.
It was a fresh wisp. They're clairvoyant eyes, you could say. I simply wanted to see if you were here before I stopped by, and so I sent one ahead to
Yes.
see if it could find you.
Well, I don't go many places.
I
So,
assume, but at the same time, I don't want to.
don't want to
I
waste your
wanted to give
time.
you the benefit of the doubt. That's it.
Greetings.
Busy guy and all that.
Would you like any
Getting less busy as time goes on, ironically.
Hmm.
People are finally becoming competent and doing their own jobs, which is nice.
Oh, it's like so doing his job now properly.
more?
Acceptably.
Acceptably, okay. That's code for yes, but I won't give him the benefit of the doubt.
It's saying he's meeting the bare minimum.
I don't know. I don't see him around
Months.
too often. Oh, I figure he's busy. I don't know how many of these people you know already. Oh, I'm doing all right. Hanging in there.
Kind of chips.
You seem very, very focused for today.
Well, I came in here because I was gonna check on things. And then there was injured people, so, that's sort of my job.
Another day.
Mm-hmm. Otherwise, it's just
I do remember.
classes and then relaxing, I
few.
guess.
Yes. What would you prefer? A boring day of classes and reading, or an exciting day of whatever awaits you here?
I find a healthy balance works wonders. Maybe a day or two of excitement. Like, one of the other guys here on Medical Kanto, he's fairly new. I don't think you've met him yet. Well, he works at this place in Zafira, and a little low down. He was telling me about it, and I was like, I'll come check it out. And then there was a bunch of zombies that showed up. It was pure bedlam. But thankfully I was there and had thought to bring some medical supplies. I brought a first aid kit with me, and so, people didn't die, so... but it was a little exciting.
That is always a plus.
I haven't been in a situation like that since I woke up, so... Felt oddly at home with the situation, given everything that happened before at school.
Very strangely comfortable.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Sometimes it gets boring, Like, I don't mind doing this, but it's nice to get out and be active. I was able to heal some
when
people.
There wasn't a crisis.
And only got really
that's
dizzy
good.
for a little while, so,
So long as it was just for a little while.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a guy who had some, like, chest wounds, internal bleeding, that kind of stuff, and, he was coughing up blood. Had to seal him back up. So, but he's alive now, so, yay, I'll take it.
I mean, alive is a lot better than what it could be.
Mm-hmm. I never actually got his name, I think. Or maybe I just forgot it. I think I might have forgotten it. I don't know, it was really hectic.
It happens.
Yeah, I don't know how many of them you all knew. 'Cause some of them were new.
I think I know 3 of you. You included.
Hi. So you do know him? You
No,
don't?
I was talking about you.
Oh, okay. Hi, this is Hezekiah. Hezekiah, this is my dad.
Pleasure.
Hello. Hezekiah Vatonus, Knight of Elysium, Paladin, all that stuff.
Wow, you
Yes, I
really
know.
had to go for the whole title.
I know of the Knights of Elysium.
Really?
Hmm?
It's a surprise.
Know of them, not personally.
How, perchance?
I get around, you could say.
Understandable. Ariel, anything? No? Okay, hold on.
What? Okay.
But regardless,
So yeah, he
pleasure.
sort of
The
works here too now.
Ah, yes.
He's
I'm kind of an
staff and he
officer
does
in
training.
administration.
Yeah. Sort of like a
I'm-
boss, I
I'm
guess.
glad Hybris has reliable people.
Speaking of
Yes,
bosses,
we've been
there's my other
working on
boss.
that.
That is Miss BB.
Mm.
Antlers.
Normally, I'd be walking. A
She's
lot
super
more
cool.
stick, but
She's
I
head of
just got
medical.
done
so
training, so if
she's
you'll
really
excuse
nice.
me, I'll be right back.
That is Belle. Well, I think it's like Belle Shin, I think. She has a
Mm-hmm.
kind of a funny name, but she just tells everybody to call her Belle. She's cool too.
Mm.
She wears like crazy looking armor. I don't know much about it. The robot dude is Ebenlock?
Ebenlock.
Yeah, oh, so you do know that
He
one.
introduced
Okay.
himself to me when I arrived. He introduced himself
Okay.
to me.
That is Persephone.
Yes, I'm quite acquainted with Persephone.
Okay, so I don't need to tell you how horribly awful she is.
To say the least, of course.
The
I
lady
do
with
know
all the
of Lady
tails.
Crystal.
Oh, okay, you do. Okay. I actually haven't met her before as far as I can remember, but she seems to remember me, so it's one of those situations again. But those have gotten really infrequent, so I think I've caught up with most everybody.
That's good.
Yeah, it's makes things a little less, you know,
And the final?
awkward.
Yes, a little less.
I am blanking for some fucking reason, but they're one of my coworkers.
Also the old rocks around.
I don't have solid.
It's a joke, Arbor.
I have a bunch of rocks. in
Man,
my
your
head.
humor
It's all
must be
rock.
gone as well.
Oh, come on. I am really
Okay.
blanking on her name though. She is also medical though. She helps out. Sometimes she gets really big
Well, that's good.
and swings around a big mace.
Classy.
Yeah, maces are cool, I guess. I've never used one, but you know, sound cool.
Mm.
Big spiky club. So how have you been though?
Hi.
You said not quite so
I'm-
busy, which is why I assume you're here.
Slowly. Yes, slowly getting less busy, in fact. It's, I see, my children less and less every day.
Oh.
It's rather lonely.
Oh.
Well, it's expected.
I'm
Sky
here.
and Belle. Yes, and that is why I'm here. Sky and Belle are beginning to live their own lives the way they want to and need me less and less.
One day I'll get to meet him. Maybe.
Hopefully, that is the
Okay.
idea.
Go hunt him down, you know? I guess they're trying to go. Are they like my younger siblings, right? Technically.
Chronologically, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Your siblings.
It's endearing to come here and still see fresh faces every time I come.
Yeah, there's been a number of new people show up.
I remember back when this... To make a very, very long story short, Hybris and I were not always the best of friends.
Oh, the
I
boss?
remember back when this kitty...
Oh.
We once... a very, very long time ago. Regardless. I remember back that the lobby of the cathedral was all she had acquired of this place. And the labor of her hard work has built everything here, and I've seen it grow from the very beginning, and I am proud of her.
Cool. That was...
I never understand when people ask that question because what if they said yes?
I mean, then you're the asshole.
Then
right?
what do you do? Exactly. Like what? What do you do if the answer's not what you expect it to be?
Mm. Oh. Anything interesting come up?
Interesting? Not entirely. As boring as it gets to hear me say this over and over again, my hounds have still yet to locate the remaining pieces of you, but they're still searching.
I'm slowly but surely getting more and more used to it. It's I don't know. It's what it is.
Regardless of... No, I understand. And regardless if you choose to have it back or not, it's your own decision. It's simply...
I mean, obviously, I'd
I
like
would
to
like
have
to know where it
two
is.
hands, but you know. But
I can
no, it's
see how that might be handy.
Yeah, man. Okay, I see.
Me of all people, you didn't expect them.
No, I'm just being patient. I figure I've waited longer for other things, so. Besides,
You look happy.
this is keeping me busy enough, and I'm finding little ways to keep myself occupied. Oh.
I'm glad. You do look happy, which is nice to see. There were times where I would come here and you would look bored or tired or even depressed sometimes, but it's good to see you happy.
I guess it's more like I guess I've just convinced myself that eventually, you know, something will happen, something will change, there'll be some sort of news. I don't think I'm going anywhere anytime soon, you know.
If you want to, I can take you wherever you want to go. Go on a little adventure.
Adventures are fine, but no, I mean, not change as in, like, I'm looking for a change of scenery, but more in regards to, you know, the arm and everything that happened before. I obviously don't remember it, so... And it's been several months now, and nothing else has really come back, knock on stone. So I'm just kind of coasting for now. And like I said, I'm finding ways through it. It's not all great, and it does get a little boring sometimes. Classwork gets a little tedious. Having to go through the basics again, even though I know it, but they don't know I know it, and, you know, my school records, you know, mysteriously have disappeared. You know.
Yes.
Having to relearn it, which, I mean, it's been good, though. There's a lot of new things, I guess, but it's just tedious. It's going fine, though.
Yes, I can... Good. And refresh my memory again. To what are you studying for?
Oh, first aid, nurse work, that sort of thing.
Okay. I didn't know if there was anything specific other than that you were going towards.
Yeah, I'd try to focus more on the magical side of things if I could, but unfortunately it's really taxing.
I can imagine.
I took care of about 3 people the other day, and that was enough to have me on the ground and not really coherent. So, when I think back to
have you thought of any substitutes?
School, it was, what do you mean?
Arcane wards, sigils, perhaps temporary...
Well...
abjuration forms to substitute as it?
There should be some sort of seal still on it. one of the the cat guy. Do you remember him? Sock.
Sock, yes.
Yes. He
I
helped me out
remember
with
him.
it, and he said if it ever broke or something happened, he'd try to help put it back again and try and help me, stay sane. But
Perhaps I should
you know,
loan you a book, a way to amplify its magic to make you just a bit more sustainable before you get tired.
I mean, I guess I'm always down to learn some more magic, but like I said, even with the seal, trying to keep it all in, it's not great. I remember at school, I could heal people for most of the day without breaking a sweat.
Mm.
Yeah, I remember
You were also
we had a deployment where I'm pretty sure we didn't have any other healers on, there. It was just me, and it was scary because I was worried that if I gave way, people were gonna die, and thankfully no one did. And plenty of injuries, and people did need a bit of time. I couldn't do everything, but I was able to keep everybody alive. But compared to now,
That
it's
is-
pretty underwhelming by comparison.
Well, you must think of it this way as well. Previously, during your excursions, you were honed and trained and prepared for it. Not only did you not have to deal with this problem, but
I'm
you were
still
also
trained. I remember things.
yes, you can still be trained, but let's say someone works out for 13 years of their life, and they stop for 6. Their body gives way and they can't. They're trained and they know how, but that does not mean they hold the same potential as they used to.
I guess I did take a nap for a little while.
A little while is a little bit of an understatement. You have to work out those magical muscles of yours once more. Stretch them, grow them, so that way you have that same potential.
Well, I guess I'll figure it out somehow.
I'm sure you will. You're a smart girl after all.
Thanks, Dad.
I was gonna say, in all seriousness,
Ugh.
there needs to be like corporal, physical, medical therapy when there's sparring, like true, full-on sparring.
People keep telling me I need to get a hook arm. But I feel like that's not going to be nearly as helpful as they would think, because I mean,
No.
if I just have like a rigid stick at the end of my arm, I mean, that's not really gonna do me much.
I refuse to allow one of my daughters to become a hooker. I refuse. It's not gonna happen. Sorry.
I thought you were gonna make a
You can
joke
go for a
about
nub
being a
if you wanted to.
pirate, but really?
It's Belle's humor.
No, I'm not looking for that. But yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna go get some pizza.
Difficult because there's so little left.
Mm.
Oh, Percy,
What?
like I said, if you need any more, if it, you have to wash it off or go take a shower or something, just come find me or one of the others.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be here, so I'll see you.
Grumpy, grumpy, grumpy.
Yeah, someone must have.
As usual.
Yeah.
Sure did seem it was.
Happens.
Really touchy with everybody. She's been touchy with everyone lately.
Someone probably said something and made her all angsty, and now she's pouting or something.
Before she went to hell,
Children these
when I
days.
was going to Purple Lotus and met her, she was alright. But since she got back from
Ugh.
Sorry, had to
working with age,
had to strut my age for a second.
Oh, God. Don't even get me started. While I was at that place I told you about with Kanto, There
Mhm.
were I was talking with some people, and I asked them a couple of questions because as I'm bound to do, I try to ask anybody if they know anything.
Mhm.
But I was telling them a story about something that happened before, and I made the unfortunate choice of saying back in my day, and now they immediately jumped to comparing me to an old lady.
Get used to it. You only get older from here, not younger.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not one to talk 'cause
I remember when I
I don't
could
see that
say,
fighting stuff, so.
or at least I can now. Back in my day, I remembered. Oh, let's just talk about ages, shall we? I remember the founding group. I remember the first group of people that were there. I remember everything. That was a while ago. I remember back to the first day that I found you. That was a while ago.
I haven't forgotten it.
I'm glad.
Besides, how else am I gonna tell people how I got this really weird name, Arbor? Oh man, who has a name
'Cause
like
you
that?
saw a tree.
I gave it to myself.
Uh-huh. Do you remember the exact way that it happened? I do. You walked up to a tree. You pointed at it. You had the brightest look on your face, the look of a genius, that you had an epiphany, that you understood the laws of reality as you pointed to it and you said, Arbor. And that was it.
Yeah.
That was the best moment of your life. That was the highlight of it. You'd never had another great idea.
Yeah, it's a tree.
It was
I
a
don't
tree.
know. When you're seeing something for the first time, it's always exciting, I guess.
It was. Well, let's be glad you looked at the tree, because the barrel right next to it would have made a very weird name.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
do not
no.
think I'd be able to call you Barrel. Oh, good.
Oh, no, I'm made of spinel, Dad, not barrel.
Of course. Oh, my
Maybe if I hadn't turned out like this.
Yes, I think the pink suits you.
I do too.
Not me, but it suits you.
Red suits you.
Really, I'm more of a purple kind of guy.
I mean, it is a nice color.
Runs in the family.
Maybe.
I can't actually express how happy it does make me to see you again, to see you smile and to speak with you. It genuinely does lift my spirits.
It's good to see you too.
As I said, it's been rather lonely, and so I'm happy to be in the company of people I care for. But enough said. I have to return to my cold demeanor.
Oh, yeah. We can't let them know you smile.
No. Well, I don't, so.
Of course not. No, you only
No,
smirk.
harbinger of death, ender of reality. No. Evilly, preferably.
Ah,
With
evil
a snide,
smirk.
crude grin. Oh. I remember those days.
Hmm?
Wow. They feel like almost forever ago.
I mean, depending on what you're talking about, it could have been a forever ago.
It probably is, but regardless, it was. It was a time before I reached where I believe is where I was supposed to stand. Mentally, you could say. And I was at odds with a lot of people. Hybris and Aegis included. I was one of the world-ending disasters at one point that Aegis had to try and stop. And I don't think they could have stopped me. They might have. But what they did...
I mean, the world's still turning, so I
But they-
guess technically they did?
Maybe.
Or someone did.
You could say that. No, it's more of...
What the He doesn't normally look like that.
Did he shrink?
Mm-hmm. He shrank himself.
Knight of Elysium.
He probably tried to
Professional.
cast a reduce spell and probably messed it up. Or maybe this was intentional. Maybe he likes looking like a child.
Kids.
He looks like a baby.
He looks like a pinata.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Oh, good. But no, they reminded me how to be human, how to care about people, do the right thing for the right reason and not because you had to. Because to me, what I was doing was the right reason. Worlds have to end so new ones can be born, and so on and so forth. Laws.
Yeah.
A circle of life, you could
Yeah,
say.
circle of life, balance,
Balance.
time, all that.
Well,
Yeah.
sometimes. But they think that magic's gone a little haywire on other people.
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, she's back.
Something wild magic. That's about all I know.
That's about the only explanation you really need.
Mm-hmm.
But no, they helped me.
When he does his thing.
And now I'm here.
Yay.
Yay, indeed. But
That's
I
my
just look
boss.
back at all of this with fondness. Yep. Should follow her example. Walk around and just pick up children by their armpits.
Hmm.
When she gets on to you, just tell her that she did it. I'm a horrible influence, really.
Hmm.
What's on your mind?
Hmm. Oh, I was thinking about something. From the past.
Mm.
I would often do little things to try and help people. You know, help them stay calm during a, traumatic moment, trying to maybe give them some advice or at least just make them feel calm and, that things aren't collapsing around them. There was a town we were in, they got attacked. And there was a little girl that I tried to help. She was panicking, she couldn't find her mother. So I just, had her hold on to me and just stay nearby. Later, afterwards, we found her mom and, everything was fine and sorted and, she was able to
Good.
even smile. But thinking about it, I even went so far as to make just a little simple bracelet, and I sent it her way. It makes me wonder if all of those little things that I did, what sort of impact they actually had, because I can't really see stuff like that today. You know, maybe it helped her stay calm, you know, some other time, or if the town got attacked again, maybe she was able to, you know, not panic and, you know, was able to stick to her mother. And
Sorry.
I just don't have that,
It's
not clairvoyance. I guess I just don't know.
I understand. It's always great to see those moments, to know that they happened and have that reassurance. But it's not necessary. Believe me.
I know
Believe me
it's
when
not
I
necessary.
say-
You know, you're supposed to simply move on with your life after, you know, you do something like that. But I can't really help but wonder if any of it really mattered, if it had an impact. I hope it did.
Do you believe what you did was right and that it would help them in the future?
Of course, I saved lives. That was the point. That was the goal.
Well, that's all you need to know. The fact that you did something, you helped someone with it will stick with them. Even if they don't remember it, even if they don't think about it, they know it, and it will influence their decisions in the future and the things that they will bring. So even if it's not visible, even if it's not there for a reassurance, your fruit will always bring in more and more labors of your actions. I'm sure you've made lasting impressions on people that they'll never forget.
I hope so.
I think so.
Now that I think about it, I guess I know of at least one situation where that was true. Do you remember Mason Morris?
Mm-hmm.
He told me a story at one point in time, and I think I might have been there when something happened. I'm trying to remember what he said it was referred to as, but in the sanctuary, they had, you know, you remember how they had a lot of, like, anti-magical and anti-non-human sort of sentiments there. Well, apparently at one point in time, they were attacked by a magical race that they had no idea where it came from. A bunch of creatures that could only be described as large mechanical constructs that all had a bunch of gemstones inlaid into them. Sound familiar?
Oh, the collectors.
Yeah. He said that was there was someone there who helped stop them. And apparently it ended up inspiring a, I don't want to call it a movement so much as a culture shift.
Mm-hmm.
Vigilantism sort of sprung up after that. People being inspired by that person and trying to make a difference in the city. Granted, it also led to a lot of strife because something about them trying to outlaw vigilantism, which apparently didn't go over very well.
It doesn't usually.
Yeah.
The moment that society coils its grip around people trying to do what they think is right is a moment that
Yeah.
usually ends in
Well,
Less than
apparently,
desirable outcomes.
Mason's whole family was a bunch of people who were underground heroes. Vigilantes who'd go
Oh.
around and fight for peace and justice and all that.
Look what you inspire.
Yeah, it was kind
Flesh
of
and
weird
blood.
to think that, guy who was my best friend was inspired by something that happened when I was like 5.
That was
It was a day.
That's clever. That was a day. I am very surprised to know that your mother's and my influence, along with yours, was received so kindly at all.
For the record, the spell is correct.
So this was intentional.
Yes, I used the minimize spell.
Oh. Have you tried using the keyword reduce instead of minimize? Because that's what we were taught.
I find that there's a difference between reducing size and then reducing years of life.
Well, that's so Sylvan word for reduce instead. I can try that.
Well, I was never taught a Sylvan word. It was like ekvir reduce, I think. It was ekvir enlarge and
Well, I have a
ekvir
book
reduce.
that Willow gave me, so I can probably find the word for it in there. Now I just have to wait 8 hours for the spell to wear off.
I
and
mean,
then
maybe he'll
I
teach you
can-
the same thing I was taught. He was one
Well,
of our
I mean, I have 2
teachers,
copies of the
assuming
book.
it's the same guy.
Bark skin
Mm-hmm.
talks
A dryad.
elegantly.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit sarcastic when he needs to be, but not too much where he's annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
How could you never forget him?
really can't, no. He's nice, but not nice. But helpful, but condescending, but only because he's technically right. And I hate it. He's technically right. The
He's
best kind.
stern.
Yeah, that's the word.
When you screw up, he'll tell you, but not because he's being mean to you or he's trying to... He's a teacher. Or, more accurately, a professor. Ex-professor, but... Assuming it is the same guy.
Yeah, I'm taking tips.
Again, assuming. Haven't exactly seen him, granted. I'm pretty sure if I saw him, maybe I'd recognize him. I don't know if he's changed much.
He was in the tree in the garden, but I don't know if he's leaving, coming in and out.
Now?
Last night
I
he
was
did.
literally out there just relaxing. Are you
Then
telling me
might
he
be
was...
gone, but he's been coming and going.
I was...
Do you want to go see if he's here still?
He was just here the other day.
Yeah, I saw. Unfortunately, I was, unconscious. So...
Wait, what?
You didn't know that? I go unconscious for a couple hours each day. It's sort of like sleep, but I don't really dream. It's sort of like I get really woozy and dizzy and... I don't know. I just lay on the bed for a couple hours until it goes away.
It's more like a recharge.
Yeah, we'll call it that. You could probably
Mushrooms is in your room,
stay.
right?
Yeah, that's sort of why he stays there.
She's like a big pink battery.
Except I got a hole in me.
It's like solar charged. Oh, no,
We used to think that that was absolutely not the case. Something to do with mana, I think. Before I was able to do the glowy stuff with my hands, I would basically go through the same thing that I do now. It has something to do with the flow of mana through my body, I guess, is kind of what it seems, because after I started using that more, it just stopped. I never needed to rest. I was just constantly going. Until I ran out, in which case...
Mana
you know.
adrenaline.
Not adrenaline. No. Adrenaline is like, well, it makes your blood do blood things.
Like my stone skin. As long as I have mana, I can keep moving. Once I run out, heavy.
Yeah, actually, that's a pretty good comparison. If I run out, or if I haven't been, allowing that to flow through me, it just kind of stops. And I get really sleepy. Again, don't really sleep.
Goes back to what I said about needing to exercise it more often.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a trainer,
Has
so
anything to do with
if you ever
home.
need extra training, any type works. Non-combat, just simple hand-to-hand.
Maybe. Part of the problem is obviously this. It's part of the reason why I'm not technically allowed to be deployed, that whole thing.
Yes, but you can still train within your limits.
Yeah, obviously, but, opportunities to actually use healing magic require someone to actually be, heavily injured.
I can go break someone's leg if you want.
Slade was talking about that earlier today, and I thought about it, and it's like, oh, that would be a great spot to practice, because he's always threatening how he's going to break people's bones, and yeah. You haven't met Slade yet.
No, that name does not seem familiar.
Kind of an asshole, but, kind of in a, endearing way, I guess. I don't know how to explain it.
If you want to call it that.
He has, one singular focus in life, and it is, violence and blood.
All the time.
Violence? Yeah.
Violence, yes.
Yeah.
And never losing.
He's like a barbarian, if a barbarian had a gun. And,
Sounds a lot like an old friend of mine.
metal armor.
Jessica, can I have a word?
Yes. Yes, what do you need?
Come with me.
Uh-oh, someone's in trouble.
He's not.
He's a child. He's going to the headmistress's office.
All right. Now that the important people are out of the room, let's break something. Could start with the glass.
See, I feel like I've never actually been in, a full space environment, so I'm not exactly sure it would do to me. I mean, I don't think
I think
maybe I'd crack. I don't know. The sudden cold might cause me to,
you would definitely crack. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that would be a pain to put you back together again.
Yeah, again. I'm not exactly looking to be in bits.
Now, I'm not exactly pleased on
I mean, at least
scouring
they'd all be,
the multiverse to find you
nearby,
again.
right?
Yes, I'll just get my big giant rock now, swoop through space, to pick you up.
Thanks, Dad. At least someone's got my back.
Can always count on me. Yes, of course. Oh my goodness.
Thankfully, I don't think I had too many major breaks. In school, that is.
Well, good. Oh, I was going to say, well, you're still missing your arm, so.
Of course.
Unless you don't count that as a major break.
Well, I mean, obviously, at some point in time, I must have had a really bad break because, bunch of bits all over the place.
Oh, I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Going to be quite frank, I'm surprised I found so many so quickly. And you weren't in tiny shards either. There were some here and there that were
I mean, I
smaller.
suppose once you know that
I-
you are looking for something, it's easier to find the
It
rest.
becomes easier to find it.
Yeah.
Until you start finding more and more pieces, and then it becomes less and less likely to find them everywhere.
Mm-hmm. It's like a puzzle.
And then you can't find them anymore.
Then you can't find the last one. Yeah.
The last piece.
Yeah, you're not sure if, someone ate it or it's sitting, like if you're sitting on it or if it got swept under the bed.
Nope, not here.
No, I don't think I'm sitting on it.
No. It wasn't as funny as I thought it was going to be, unfortunately.
You tried.
Thanks. I know
The
I can
thought that
always count on
counts.
you for the yeah. Of course. Sure, whatever. Don't pity me.
I know better than to pity you.
Is this where I pull out the parent thing, where it's like, I'm not afraid, no matter how old you are, to give you a spanking, something like that? I don't know. But the parent thing, I say?
I guess. I don't know.
Nah.
I don't think I'll ever quite catch up. Although close to about 50% one day. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see how long I last. We still don't know. It's a little scary sometimes, but you know.
Yeah. It becomes easier as time goes on. It's a very it's a bad thing to think about. There's no need for you to try and go through a midlife crisis thinking about how old you'll live when you don't know, and there's no need to worry about it.
Thank you.
You worry about right here, right now, and the people around you. That's what matters.
See, I try to think like that, but then, I have a bunch of people that I cared a lot about who are just gone. So, it's difficult.
I understand. Trust me, if anyone, I understand.
I hate that I can say that. Yeah, I get that.
It's just, do you think in the room with all the weapons, there's a baseball bat?
Maybe like a club?
There's a shovel.
A shovel would work.
There's a staff.
That's just a very big stick. We could hang him by a string and...
He thinks you look like a piñata.
Yes, I made a joke that you look like a piñata.
If you hit me hard enough, the spell will probably end, but I'm not gonna test that theory.
You sure?
Do you want to? I'll hit you hard enough.
Not yet, no. I'll
Okay.
wait till I can cast spells properly. So far, it locks my magic until I revert. But I keep my strength, so it's nice. I can still lift normal weight.
You can reach your hands over your head.
Don't patronize me.
You can almost reach the counter.
It's like a booster seat.
I don't have to take this.
I'm filled with such nostalgia and enjoyment whenever I come here. I need to ask Hybris a question. I do. But maybe you know the answer. Because you're here more than I have. I've been here since the beginning of the creation of the cathedral. And I have never in my life understood what that crevice is used for.
Which one? You know, I don't know. I feel like
I've
something was
never
maybe supposed to
understood
be
what it's
put
for.
there. I don't know. I know the other robot lady is inside the big column behind it.
Oh. Right. I forget sometimes that Hybris has children.
Well, I don't think this is one of her kids. It's the one that handles the door. That lets people in, Athena. That one.
Right.
She's a little weird
I don't
sometimes.
know a lot that goes around here.
I don't know. We're supposed to... If we can't find Hybris, we're supposed to come talk to it, and it'll talk back sometimes. It'll do things. Or we can go up to her terminal thing and, you know, either she'll answer or Athena will. Thankfully, I don't have too many reasons to go
by going up. I used to prank her by going up to her terminal and just pushing random terminals, just buttons on them. I didn't know what they did, but it was funny. She doesn't like me up there anymore.
Oh, okay.
I miss those days. Every time I stop by, Hybris seems to be more and more exhausted, more and more tired. I miss seeing her excited and happy.
You know, I don't really see her around much either.
I'm sure she's very busy.
Most of what I hear is meetings. That's about it. I think Persephone was like working with her for a little while or something. Something about a
I don't know half of anything that
secretary
goes along here
or
anymore.
like a personal aide.
Oh. Hell if I know.
I don't know. So long as I have a place to stay up here, I'm not going to question it.
Yes. Just smile and nod. Every time I see you, I get so sappy. I'm just very proud of you.
Thanks, Dad.
And I'm sure you're tired of me saying it.
No. Makes you happy. It makes me happy. So I'm not going to tell you to stop.
I'm good. This is the part where I just walk over and give you a hug and I ruffle your head and I tell you how proud I am of you. You've grown so much.
Yeah. Maybe I gained 1/4 of an inch. Or it's the shoes.
Almost. Might be the shoes or the fact that you're standing on a higher step than I am. Do you want to stand up on the big one? Will make you feel better if you're taller than me.
I don't want to be taller than you. I just want to, you know, not have to, you know, crane my neck all the way back just to just to look at your face.
Yes, it is.
I can't help it. I was born short.
Born is a very strange term.
I don't really have another word for it. Spawned, maybe, but I don't like that.
That's the best way to refer
I
to it.
don't
Imagine
like
when someone
that
comes
one.
Imagine if someone comes to talk to you though, and they're like, "How were you born?" And you look at them dead in the eyes, no facial expression ever, and you tell them, "I spawned out of the ground," and they look at you, just like you're referring to as if you're a program of some sort.
No. Honestly, that was always the weirdest thing to have to explain to my classmates when they were just like, oh, you know, like, oh, where do you come from? A place?
Space. I'm from a space rock.
Yeah. I never really told most people, at least, where I came from. But I would tell them how, you know, you guys found me, you woke me up. I was just laying there, you know. You guys were nice enough to at least take care of me and, I don't know, help me figure out what the heck was going on.
You were definitely an anomaly that we did not expect, but my favorite one yet.
You come across many anomalies?
More than I would like to admit, but not enough that they're common.
Oh. Sort of one of those, you know, if I had a credit for every time, you know, I saw one of these, I would have only like
4 or 5 credits.
4 or 5 of them, which is weird.
Not enough.
Which isn't a lot, but it's still weird that it happened that many times.
Exactly. But it's strange that I have this many credits because of it.
Yeah, exactly.
You also threw me. My age is very much catching up to me at this point. You really threw me for a loop whenever you say credits.
I mean, that's what we get paid in, so.
Because, yes,
people don't really use gold anymore.
And,
it's really.
Well, there was the gold currency with silver and platinum, and you had electrum, and no one cares about any of that anymore. And then there was actual mint presses.
What's funny is occasionally I'll go around Zafira, and there are people who still use gold. It's just like a very niche thing, or if they come from somewhere outside of Zafira. It's weird. Apparently there's like a place to like properly convert the currency. I don't know.
Sure.
It's a lot more convenient though. I can pay for things with a phone, which is a lot easier than having to, you know, carry around like a, you know, a bag with a lot of little metal bits in it.
Especially for whenever people were very rich, but then you only had gold coins, and no one or the bank could convert them to platinum or to higher gold value coins, and so if you wanted to carry around a lot of money, you had to carry around a literal duffel bag full of coins. It was very obvious.
Yeah, but yeah, no, we get paid in credits around here. It's convenient, I guess.
I suppose so. I don't even understand how credits work.
It's currency, I guess.
I hate that. Why is the cathedral so big all of a sudden?
Because your legs are like a third of their normal length.
It was a rhetorical question. Do you know dispel magic?
Me? No, but he probably knows how to dispel magic.
I'm quite proficient at it.
Is it gonna hurt?
No. It'll just feel different than usual. Instead of dispelling the spell off of you, I'm more so going to be pulling it out of you. It's just going to feel weird.
You know what? No, that's fine. That sounds like what Essa does. I'm not, no.
That would be exactly what I said. That's one of my greatest things I've had to overcome. Do you know that? I can't cast magic. I've never been able to.
Oh, I know that. So you do all the voice.
It's one of my... Destroying it, absorbing it, corrupting it, whatever people put labels on it now, I can do. But actually using it, I've never been able to. But one thing I can do, I've found workarounds about it. There are artifacts of power. So, fun thing about your father. Before I gave up my time doing what I wanted to do and instead took up a role that I am meant to do, I spent many, many years with many important people from around the world. And I created artifacts of power with them. And
I'm not sure who that is.
Neither am I. But these artifacts of power were imbued with magic. And if the artifact in question is strong enough, then I may have the capability of wielding. Normal, mundane magic items that you'll find that require an attunement process between the wielder and the magical item in question are not enough for me. I'll absorb the magic out of it and it's gone. But with certain artifacts in question, depending on the level of magic on them, I can use them properly. And thus, there are some very, very powerful magical items that I do not express or tell anyone that they exist that help me circumvent that problem of not being able to cast magic. That I instead have the ability to manipulate it through these items. Took a very long, long time for me to be able to get that to work.
No, I think it makes sense. Makes me think of a gun. You know. I can't exactly, you know.
I do not understand how that reminds you of a gun.
Okay, well think about it like this. Because I had a similar
Sure,
thing.
go.
Okay. No. Mason made me one. It was great. I wish I still had it. We had seen, these mono rifles that the CAF was producing, and I wanted to see if maybe we could get something or make something that was a little smaller, because one of our squad mates, Hannah, she used, they were little gunpowder revolvers. And they were great. I don't have the ability to, shoot, magic out of my hands. Like some people can. At least I never figured out how to. But Ethan made me a gun that could let me do that. I would fill it up with mana, pull the trigger, and it would do the work for me.
Hi, Arbor, Vela, Arbor, Arbor's dad, Vela, Arbor's dad.
Hi.
Vela's my really good
Pleasure.
friend. How do I introduce you now?
Just introduce me how we are?
She's my really good friend.
Oh.
Girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Nice.
Hi.
It's a pleasure.
Alright, I'm gonna go introduce her to everyone else.
Have fun. Nice to meet you.
It was nice meeting you.
It's always so fun to watch people's reactions walk up to us the very first time they've ever met us. Because you look like a rock made out of cotton candy, and I look like the personification of death. And we are very abstract differences when someone walks up to speak with us. And it's even funnier whenever we tell them that you're my daughter, because then they very much get confused.
Now you just have to say the words adopted. And people get it immediately.
No. You don't lead with that. You just say daughter first, and it gets everyone confused. And then you follow up with that, no, she's a daughter.
Oh, but yeah, gun reminds me of one.
Yes, that's a good example of how it works as well. I was always so fascinated by it, by what it could do, the potentiality of it, and especially as what I am. I can see
magic
it everywhere.
or
Magic, yes.
Oh, okay.
The arcane arts.
Yeah.
It always excited me, the ability to do all of it. I'm sure Konton and Esso, if you have spoken with them for any bit, have told you of the site of the ley lines. It's called Void side because people are unoriginal and everything that comes from me.
Yeah,
is void in the front.
Esso's mentioned it before, being able to see like the weave, because he was the one of the people who was like, oh yeah, no, your arm is leaking, and it's been like that for a while apparently. And
I taught him and Kanton both to see it, and it is everywhere, and it's so amazing to watch people and the different ways spellcastings work to guide it or force it or break it or change it in all the different ways. And I was always so jealous because I could never do it.
But you can do something crazier.
I can do something crazier. Most of the things I do are a lot more destructive, though.
Oh, the big tall lady with the horns, by the way, that is Shiro. She's nice, very quiet, very soft-spoken. She uses this really, really big club. It's very impressive.
I love blunt weapons. They're so much fun.
For obvious reasons,
Swords are
I'm
great,
not
but, like,
fond of them.
For obvious reasons. And for the obvious reason is actually the reason why I enjoy them. A sword is great, but there's just something so satisfying about hitting a solid object with a blunt hammer and watching it just break. Not you.
Oh, yeah, of course not.
Am I scaring you yet?
What? No.
No, it was a joke.
What? Bludgeoning something? Being scary? Dad, I've had to fight people and, kill them. That's not exactly...
I tend to overlook that at times, I suppose.
Yeah.
The last time I saw you fight was when I was training you how to do it. I mostly taught you self-defense.
No, I always tried to make certain that I wasn't, unless I was fighting to, kill. I tried not to have to fight at all.
Understandable. I miss fighting. Sometimes. There are very few times I ever actually tried in a fight. For obvious reasons.
I realized how much I missed it.
One time.
The other day with the zombie thing.
Go ahead.
It's exciting.
Oh, one time I did try. There was one time I did try in a fight. Obviously multiple times I have, but one that comes to mind was against a man named Curry. I'm sure you know him. Riders.
I've heard about
descendant.
him. Yep, we've had talks.
He is quite the cocky man, and he believes that he is capable of taking me in a fight. And I agreed to his terms at one point. And we fought. And the fight lasted probably 30 seconds. And I tried. And it was spectacular. I let him run at me. He gave me a few swings. Hit me once. I caught him in the leg, and I hit him so hard in the head that I broke him through one floor into the next and down a third floor before he finally stopped moving.
It's funny.
It was marvelous.
His dad and I never fought. We fought together, but we never fought each other. He was always sparring people, but he always refused to spar me.
That's
funny. Had a patronizing way of putting it too. He was always saying like, "Oh, Arbor, I could never hurt you. I care about you so much." Meanwhile, I would have loved nothing more than to break his jaw when he would say something like that.
Yes. There's just something so satisfying about taking someone who sits themselves so high atop a horse and just kicking their legs out from underneath. So you do get that from me. Good, good.
Yeah. I don't know. It was always frustrating because, I've been taught by you and everyone else, and I've gone through quite a bit. And even by as far as I can remember, towards our second year, I fought quite a bit. I'd taken on some of the same challenges that he did. But it always felt like he, looked at me and saw me as something that he had to protect because I couldn't protect myself. You're like, oh, Arbor, I'd never let you get hurt. And I understand he had his feelings and he cared, but it was a way he always said it. And I tried not to hold it against him, but some days I just really, really wanted to kick his ass.
I wish you had. Would have been remarkable. A generational thing.
Maybe. I've seen his son fight, and his son fights... I don't think I'm gonna fight him anytime soon. Especially not with,
He is quite capable, I should say.
Yeah. I've seen him do some stuff that...
him. But
it's a little scary, the way he moves.
he can be rather brutish in the way that he does things, but he is a skilled swordsman regardless. Not
Makes me wonder.
as skilled as he likes to think he is, but he is quite exceptional. Maybe one day I'll actually try again. Maybe one day I'll train you to try.
Maybe.
How fun would that be? Training with your father again, hoping that I don't hit you hard enough to shatter you again.
I know you'll put me back together.
You have no fear, simply because you know it'll happen.
If you don't, someone else
Or
will.
that,
Maybe.
if it happens.
And if not, well, no fear. I'll have fought my last battle bravely with my convictions.
You really are like me. Good.
Besides, if something's gonna take me down, it should be,
Something strong enough?
Yeah. I don't know how powerful some of the stuff that we fought back at school was, but...
Power is a relative term. Believe me.
True.
When it comes to power, people view it as strength. Or especially the people you'll meet here and
but it's
nearby.
not. It's absolutely not.
A man with money can be just as powerful as a man who can destroy worlds, because money can do very many things. And so can friends, and so can favors, and so can everything. Everything matters.
I mean, honestly, that's kind of how I felt about our entire squad. Most of our squad, actually, minus Jay and myself. I mean, even Jay's half human. We were pretty weak by comparison to the rest of the squads. Everybody was a human or half elf, and then myself. But we made up for it.
You don't need flashy powers or magical bloodlines to make you strong. Some of the most powerful people in history were human. That's one thing I love about them, Most of the time, with any race amongst the galaxies of multiverse that you'll find have their quirks, as all things do.
Of course.
And humans have so much determination and willpower that it sets them different amongst all races I've ever seen.
Yes, but sometimes it makes them short-sighted.
Exactly. They're never without their faults, of course. But regardless of faults or not, a human's determination to see their friends saved can sometimes even push them beyond the brink of death to overcome things you'd never imagine. And it's
What the
remarkable to
fuck?
watch. Whenever I did spy on you and your friends, I was always proud of them. As I was you, but I never much cared for the other students. But I didn't check often. I don't think it would be enjoyable to know that your dad may peek on you at any moment of your life, and so I gave you as much privacy as possible. But there were times where I missed you, and I would watch. I would see you fight, or see you practice, see you in your classes. I was always so proud of you all. I thought of them as extensions of our family, in a way. The way you connected to them and found them so close.
Yeah. I miss everybody from the campus, especially my squad, but I don't know. If anything, I think it's the thing I have the most trouble with right now is, I don't want to move on, but I do. I know that a majority of them are all dead, unless some of them had some sort of capability to extend their lifespans far beyond that of a human's means. There is no way that Mason, Hannah, or Gavin could have made it. Ida was odd, but I'm fairly certain she was human. So she's probably gone too. I don't know how long half-elves live, but well,
It
and then with the
depends
way he
on
drank all
their
the time, I
bloodline
doubt that he
specifically.
would have lasted that long.
That would depend more on their bloodline. If they were more human or more elvish in their nature, they could live anywhere from 5 to 700, maybe younger.
I don't know.
There's a chance, but unlikely, unfortunately.
I guess it's sad because, I have seen or heard about, a handful of people that are still around somehow. Heck, out of all the people, Victor is still running around, probably causing his own trouble wherever he is. And it's just, I don't know. I don't want to hold it against anybody for just living, but sometimes it sucks, knowing that my friends are gone and I don't even remember what happened to them or know where they went or what happened.
I understand. And a very hard pill to swallow will be that, and I say this with the most casualness and hopefulness as I can, but that is the hardest thing you will have to learn to accept. I do not know how old you will live, and I assume neither do you.
Yeah. I remember you telling me when I was little how if I made a choice to go forward and, go to the school and get to know people, that I was going down a path that there was not really any returning from. And while it has had its ups and downs and, getting blown apart and, dying for a couple 100 years really did suck. I don't think I would change it.
I don't think you should.
rough, though. Just not knowing. So I would rather know and be able to rest easy knowing that my friends are good and dead than knowing that they're somewhere out there.
Sometimes not knowing can be better than knowing.
If they were dead,
Sometimes
or
learning
even
of a
if they were
way-
alive and something was wrong, you know, maybe the darkness took them or something happened, I would rather know than just sitting in the unknown.
Well, the way that I would look at it is I would see it more as realizing that obviously they couldn't live this on, and letting that be your closure. Because knowing a way that someone dies can be much more of a baggage than wondering if they're alive.
I guess. I don't know. Everything's
You just
hindsight,
always-
so maybe I'll change my tune if I
You
do
must
find
always
out
be
and
prepared.
it's something really bad.
Mhm. You simply must be prepared that if you search for these answers, you must be willing to accept them.
Mm.
Regardless if they are good or bad. Pick up munchkin.
Alright, drain the shit out of me.
You tired of it already?
Yes. My emotions are also minimized. I can't just
This is going to feel weird.
You know, I had him stab me with that sword once. That felt weird.
Well, I'm not going to stab you, but I will reach inside of you.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Okay, well.
Oh, what a shame.
Oh, well, we got plenty of pictures.
Good as new.
I feel tired.
You know, surprisingly, me too.
I need to study those spells more. I appreciate it.
Azrael.
Azrael. Alright.
You just added like some horns, like the branchlets, to mini higher.
Alright.
Thanks.
Of course. It wouldn't be the first time I yanked a spell out of someone before.
Hmm.
Chest.
Oh, you got an SO treatment. Now it's just not as satisfying, like seeing him walk away.
I know, I preferred the little version of him to waddle.
I know. You should have seen him earlier. He did like the proper harump.
Oh, goodness.
He was also trying
I'm
to
telling
hold
you.
on one of the higher cupboards, and
That too.
I'm telling you, Pinata, it would have been great.
BP put him on top of the fridge.
he got
Just
put on
a big
timeout for being
giant
bad.
snake.
Yeah, he grabbed a tail.
If you hit him hard enough, he would have exploded with a poof of magic and turned back to normal. It would have been hilarious to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
That would be the surprise.
Just
Instead of
slapping.
bursting into candy, you would just
I think it was a bit more entertainment today.
probably need to hit him a little harder than that.
I wonder if actually BB's now picking
I don't know,
up
I
his
could slap
character
him.
That's true. That is basically the equivalent of getting hit with a bat.
Oh,
If you need to be going, I don't want to hold you.
I don't know. I'm starting to get that feeling, the
The pre-nausea.
yeah, pretty lightheaded, me on the floor sort of feeling.
Perhaps you should go rest then.
Probably. I think Ashra is still in the room. I don't know. I don't know what he was up to. He's being a goblin and he keeps coming up with hijinks. It's fun, don't get me wrong, but he's always causing mischief. Do you want to walk with me?
Sure. I have something to give you once we're there.
Oh, okay.
Almost forgot about it. Our riveting conversations had me so distracted.
Now I'm curious as to what it could be.
Do you want to play a guessing game to try and figure it out?
Maybe.
I'll answer yes or no as you start slowly guessing.
Is it a hug?
Well, it can be as well. No, it's an actual physical present, more than just a hug.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure then?
Well, that's the whole point of the game. You're supposed to guess to try and find out.
Is it something you made?
I did make it.
It's not a ring, is it?
No.
Still miss that one you gave me. I don't know what happened to it.
I can make you another if you'd like.
Wouldn't have the same sentimental value. Wherever it is, if someone's got it, I hope they're taking good care of it.
I hope whoever finds it figures out what the symbol means and thinks it's a divine intervention. Did I ever tell you?
Told
people
me
used to
once.
worship me like a
Yeah,
cult?
you
Yes.
told me that once. That's a little weird to think that, people were, making cults around my dad.
The best part of my job is showing up to people who think I'm this all-powerful, all-consuming monster that's going to ravish their enemies, and then I show up and I tell them to fuck off, and then I leave. And then the look on the look on their faces is stunned as they wonder what they did wrong.
Oh, did we get the right guy? Did we say the wrong words? What did we do wrong?
You pronounced it wrong in this one phrase during the incantation. Oh. It's again another one of those things where it'd be like if I had a credit for every time. It doesn't happen a lot, but it's weird that it still happens.
Exactly.
All right.
Oh.
Let me have your hand.
Okay. Should I close my eyes or?
If you want. It's something small, so. Place a small little bracelet in your hand. It looks like it's made out of just purple, almost pearls.
Oh. Wait, what is this?
They're commonly known as starlight amethyst. It is crystal
Yeah.
It
No,
is
I'm
crystal that
familiar.
feeds off of emotions.
Hmm. Huh. Thank you.
I was recently in one of my jobs was stumbled upon some while I was out,
Hmm.
and I thought it would be nice to get some for you.
Thank you.
Come here. I think of all of the things that I want to tell you at some point, and I sit here with you in my arms, happy to hold you, and I can't think of a single one to repeat.
Yeah, I've been there.
Well, you should probably get your rest.
Hmm. Yeah. Where I really start getting woozy. Thanks for visiting. It was good to see you again.
Of course. I hope you enjoyed my little friend that stopped by.
It was definitely interesting. I was not expecting that. Normally you just go straight to talking in the head.
Well, again, I'm sure you enjoy your privacy.
Of course. Thanks.
I've been more commonly sending in those little wisps before I make my own appearance, as a precursor to Hybris to know that I'm coming, for one, so I do not surprise her, and two, that I can see who all is here before I actually show up.
Of course. Right. Well, I'm gonna go get some rest. I'll see you around.
Of course. Have a good night.
You too. Oh. Oh.